Hi Gemini, this is Star with Ariana Stock. This is your monthly forecast for April 2023. Like always, I will rely on tarot for your overall messages, and I'm also using some oracle cards. Geminis, please keep in mind that these are all random messages and they may not be in any particular order. So please take whatever resonates with your story and leave the rest. Let's just dive into your reading. The energy that you're carrying in from March into April 2023 is the Seven of Wands. I think this was a time when there was a change in your schedule. Maybe there were interruptions at work. I think you also needed to shoulder responsibility. Maybe colleagues were unavailable. You have to make time for work. Maybe you had to get up early and complete the task, or maybe you worked late into the night. Incidentally, I also have this card, Three of Pentacles. Many of you Geminis, you were also polishing your skills. Maybe you also needed to work on your skill set. This lady, she's busy with a creative venture. So many of you were also very imaginative and creative or artistic. I think Geminis, you also needed to collaborate with others. Sometimes, we don't want to own up to our mistakes, but then in hindsight, you may have felt that you should have done the same. Obstacles to overcome this month, we have the Four of Wands. Your focus is definitely going to be the home. Maybe there are home improvements lined up, or you're purchasing things to do up the home. You do want stability, you do want creative success or work-related success, but this is in the obstacle position, so there are challenges. Maybe you should also counter jealous colleagues. I think Geminis, by and large, you all are very creative people. You're somebody who's ingenious and has the ability to get ahead of the pack. Maybe this is not going to go down well with others. Invariably, you're somebody who is going to push yourself. You will complete the task at hand despite the challenges. Influences for this month, we have the Three of Wands. Again, like I said, because of the Three of Pentacles, I said you needed to collaborate. Likewise, I think you need to be more cooperative in your approach. Maybe there'll be initial success, but then from the 3 to the 10 is a long way off, so you need to work on it. Other than that, I also feel that many of you want to set sail for greener pastures. You want to try your luck elsewhere. The first 10 days of April are the Hangman. You have to be ready for the grind. The pressure of work is definitely going to mount on you. Maybe your superior could also saddle you with excess work, or could suggest that the workload should be increased, but you already have so much on your plate, and this could exasperate you. Sometimes, with respect to decisions, you could be hanging in a limbo. You may be undecided or unsure. I think many of you could be fancying yourself as a leader. Maybe you are expecting a raise, or you're expecting a higher position at work, but then you need to tone down your expectations. Possibly many Geminis could be eyeing a particular job as well, but then these are early days. However, work is going to progress. I think you also need to prioritize. Your schedule will go for a toss. But work-wise, I think you shouldn't overlook the details. Sometimes information may not be available to you, or you don't have concrete plans, and that is why it could be a bit unnerving. Still, I think you're somebody who has the capacity to do a lot of work. I think you should also use your brains and make the most. Even in personal relationships, I think there could be differences with loved ones over the way money is being put to use. All this could lead to unnecessary stress. I think mentally you could be worn out. Likewise, I think you should safeguard both your physical as well as mental health. Between 11th to 20th April, I have this card, Ace of Wands, which talks about the desire for newness. You're craving newness. You want new opportunities. Maybe you will also be on your toes because it's a very exciting time in your life. But then you should also take everything with a grain of salt. Sometimes you should seek an advance before you get down to business, or when clients seek your services, I think you should make it explicit that you do want your advance, or you need to be firm while dealing with them. I think there could also be interviews lined up, but then again, maybe too much technical work or paperwork is going to be there. Maybe there are going to be several rounds of interviews. Even if you think that you packed the job, I think you should tone down your expectations this month. Other than that, I also feel that you could be dealing with estranged people. Your loved ones will also rally around you when tasks come up at short notice. Maybe you will also be receiving gifts. The final days of April, that is 21st to 30th April, I have the Star card. This is a major arcana card. This is talking about destiny. Sometimes, you could realize that you cannot fight destiny. I think past life issues are also going to surface this month. In essence, I think this is a time to learn. Maybe you should look heavenwards like this lady. Likewise, I think you should realize that everything in your life is as per divine plan. Also, I think in these days there could be a twist in your routine. Maybe you don't have work-related equipment. Sometimes, work could be progressing smoothly, but then somebody could deliberately try to hinder your plans. You have to find a way out. Control the situation rather than allow it to go out of hand. With respect to your love life, I have this card, gone, disappeared. Possibly there could be a rift in a relationship for some Geminis. Maybe you feel that this person is far removed from your life, or there's a physical distance. Maybe this person is also traveling. So this could be true for some of you. Interestingly, I also have this card, retreat. Maybe some of you are retreating, or you want to take a back seat with respect to matters of the heart. It's also possible that in case you're romancing, I think someone could want to take you on a holiday. We do have the Ace of Wands, so this talks about sexual chemistry in a relationship. I think you need to step back at times. You should find time for your partner. I also have this card, no other compares to you. It is interesting to have this card because in case you're already romancing, I think Gemini, your person realizes that you are incomparable, or that there can never be anybody to match up to you, or you're irreplaceable, so to speak. In case yours is an unhappy connection, I think you should avoid tiffs. Maybe your partner is also a very suspicious person. You do want the home environment to be cordial, but this is in the challenge position. So definitely, I think for some of you, this could be a tough ask. Maybe you should also do some aura cleansing for your relationships or even for the home. From Lenormand, I have this card, Moon, which talks about some confusion. Maybe you're unsure about a relationship, or even in professional matters, you could be a bit unsure. It talks about your emotions and feelings. Maybe you could also have vivid dreams, or you could be very creative and imaginative this month. I think in case you're romancing, you should go outdoors at night or in the evening and gaze at the moon. Perhaps your relationship is indestructible because we have this card, Bones. This could be a permanent connection between you and your person. This is going to stand the test of time. Or perhaps whatever you create this month is going to leave an imprint in other people's mind. The last card in this reading is Waiting Game, which talks about the need for you to wait and watch in certain situations. Even if you don't bag that job, maybe the universe is asking you to be patient, to bide your time. Maybe something better is in the offing for you. Even if there are momentary tensions, or even if there are times when you feel that you're not getting your dues, you should step back and retreat. And it's interesting, we did have this card, retreat, here, and Waiting Game also talks about the same. Even in a personal relationship, or even in a romantic situation, you should be patient, as only then will romance blossom. I hope Geminis, you liked your reading. This is Tara with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.